All right, Oval fans, season 4, episode 10. 7 out of 10. Thought this was a pretty solid episode. Couple of things that had me going, mainly the Nancy thing, but, we'll get to that. So, truth be told, yeah, pretty good episode. Before I start, somebody messaged me Tuesday night. They were like, Jeremy, all the women were like extra fine in the episode tonight. And I gotta agree. Lily, Sharon, Nancy, Victoria, Priscilla, Simone, just all the ladies were just on point tonight. I don't know what it was. I should give the episode a 15 out of 10 just for that. But let's get into it. So David is still groggy. He even vomits after that pill. I'm very curious about that because, Sam, or actually, no, I don't think these are the same pills that he gave Sam. I think he just gave Sam like an adrenaline shot or something like that. So, yeah. I don't know. Whatever the pill was, it didn't agree with his body. And he kind of like grabs Jason because Jason gets up, puts on his shoes, and it's like, I guess he's searching David's, pockets and whatnot for the keys. And David kind of grabs his arm like, hey, you better let go of me. I'll kill before I'll kill you. And then he keeps going like, no, I have to keep you safe. And then he grabs the keys like, and then Jason like takes a knife and stabs him a few times in the chest. Ha ha, not so tough now. Then he jumps in the truck and drives away. And that's the only Jason scene of the episode. So I guess we're to assume David dies. He bleeds out. So by the time Sam and Richard come back to the... Well, actually, when the change of guard happens, when the other guy who's supposed to be watching over comes over, he'll see that David's dead. So, Donald's calling Alan, brand new morning, like he says, hey, are you doing okay? Today's a new day. I need you to schedule a meeting or phone call between the Secretary of State and Russia. We got the meeting with the Vice President at the White House, and I need you to check, make sure the President is, good to go because, hey, you got to be on top of everything. Everything that's happening today depends on you. So, yeah, just like the other episode where Eli gives the same kind of speech to Bobby and Max about, gentlemen, new day, let's have a fresh start. That's pretty much what's happening here. So Alonzo actually comes over before Alan can get up and go to work. You can tell he's kind of hung over from the night before. But he's basically asking where you've been. He explains how he was kind of on the run. And Alonzo is actually coming around to like, hey, look, I think you're right about what happened to Ellie because the president, he likes coke and whores. And he, asked me to take him out to get him some. And then, Alan warns him about being careful with that stuff because Hunter's trash. Ellie was sleeping with him. And he basically recounts the cover story that Donald fed him. And Alonzo's like, Agent Grip, are you sure about all that? Yeah, look, he showed me photos and videos and everything. And he's like, look, I'll meet you at the White House. You need me to take you over there? What are you talking about? In your car full of whores and coke? I'll take my chances. All right, well, I'll see you at work. So, Alonzo bounces. We go over to Victoria, quote unquote, grieving the death of Jason. I don't believe we learned who she was on the phone with. So I really don't know what to say to that. I don't know, probably some press or family. I don't know. But in any case, Priscilla shows up and you could just tell the nice fakeness she's pulling off. Oh, how are you doing today, ma'am? Is there anything I could do for you? Oh, my usual breakfast, but you don't cook it. You don't pour me any drink or anything. And then Priscilla's like, oh, my breakfast is to die for, or my cooking is to die for. How's Sam? That's basically Victoria deflecting. Whenever, Priscilla kind of has her back in the corner, she'll always throw the Sam card at her. And, oh, well, I had to go check on him. I'm sure he would like that. And, Priscilla she don't give a damn. But regardless, she's sent away. And Hunter comes in. And it's the same old. What are you up to? What did you do? And then he did say something that had me going, wait, does Hunter actually have a trick up his sleeve? Did you look at his face? What? Did you look at his face when you injected him with whatever you did? I have no idea what you're talking about. And then he asked about the trip to Donald's house and, it was to take care of something. Don't you worry about it. And again, it's just another warning. Be careful, Victoria. All right. So Eli is rushing Simone to get ready, who's clearly stalling, and she comes down the stairs. Holy crap, fine as hell. and, you know, just reassures her that, hey, you're doing the right thing, and we'll get the Oval next time. Don't worry about it. We'll separate from the current administration at some point, and we'll do our own thing. So don't worry, things will work out. And again, she's like, oh, let me get my perfume, yada, yada, yada. So again, she's just stalling. But over at Nancy and Richard is ready to head out the door. He doesn't have time for breakfast, but Nancy went ahead and packed him lunch. Same old, same old. No word from Barry. They're still worried about Barry. And Dale actually came there to pick up Sharon. I guess because Sharon did say she was going back to Kareem's, but maybe she's getting picked up for work. I really don't know. But regardless, he smells the food, and Nancy's like, hey, you want something to eat? Oh, I'm famished. So I guess you could say that the plate that that was meant for Richard, since he didn't eat it, you know, Dale was free to eat that. I think Sharon was taking a shower or something, but we could pick up from there. Sharon eventually comes downstairs. Dale goes outside to wait for her. And yet again, another conversation about Barry. And it turns out that, you know, the insurance company, after, you know, Sharon and Richard and Dale got run off the road, the license plate number of the van gave an address, and then Sharon's like, yeah, that's the address to the cult. You better not go there. Oh, I'm not going to do anything stupid. And then it's like she asked about how bad the cult is, if it's bad for just, you know, women or men or whoever else. Look, Miss Nancy, kids, women, yeah, it's men at the gate, but I don't go there. Girl, I ain't going to go there. Then at the end of the episode, Nancy was actually parked outside of the gate, well, not far from it, and she sees kids playing, and she sees Callie. She gets out of her vehicle, and then a guard comes up to her and asks what she's doing there. Oh, I was lost. You've been sitting here for over an hour. You're from the government, aren't you? The government sends people all the time to come watch us. Come with me. You're not going back in that car. No. And I'm just sitting there like, what the hell were you thinking, Nancy? All right. Back at the vice president's house, we got Bobby and Max waiting outside for the VP's motorcade to the White House. And, you know, they basically have a little talk about, what are you going to do when you see Kyle at the White House? I don't know. What are you going to do when you see Donald at the White House? Bobby's going to be ready. We're still doing the third person thing. And basically, you know, he tries to cover up the fact that he's hurting over the Lily situation. Max jokes, but also reassures him, like, look, you know what? Don't worry about it. Let's just focus on what we're doing right now. And, you know, it wasn't about her being the one. It's just that he had strong feelings for her. So, Vice President, second lady come out of the house, and they're ready to roll out to the White House. Over at the pharmacy, though, Lily shows up. Damn, looking good. I don't know what it was. The heels, the hair, the dress. I don't know. She was looking fine. But Lily's at the pharmacy for some pills, and Kareem has them ready, but she doesn't have the 4560 on her. I believe she said the money was in her car. Maybe she forgot it. I don't know. But he does give her a couple of pills because he could tell that she's really kind of out of it. And, you know, he offers a hotline to help because he's seen this kind of thing before. Women come in here and it's like, what do you think? I'm some kind of battered woman? Look, I just seen this kind of situation before. You just sit here. I know you're good for the money. Just kind of get your strength together. Then you can go back to your car to get your purse or whatever. It's all good. And then he helps out another customer. And this was a great scene because yet again, we have two characters who I don't believe have ever interacted before. And this could lead to another potential storyline. All right. So Donald offers a hug and reassurance to Alan when he gets to work about, hey, you know, are you all right? I'm doing well, sir. And, you know, Kyle walks in the midst of it and he's jealous. And he's there to say that the vice president arrived. And, you know, Alan is sent back to his office. And then, of course, they have a little back and forth. Donald's like, look, he's straight, but whatever. I still like his ass. So he takes Alan to come with him to meet with the, you know, president and whatnot, basically to kind of use him as an accessory to flaunt in front of Kyle, which, you know, it's kind of messed up when you think about it. He can, quote unquote, play around with Alan, but Kyle isn't allowed to have Dale, whatever. But in any case, they go up to the residency, and in the meantime, Eli, Simone, Max, Bobby, they get inside of the White House and they encounter Kyle, who's basically saying, oh, if you could just wait here for a moment, I believe there's a change of plans. They're not meeting in the Oval and we might be meeting somewhere else. And then, of course, you have the Max and Kyle stare down. Yeah, I sound country. Stare down. I watched Big City Greens this morning. All right. So Eli tells Simone not to worry. Everything's fine. And Kyle and Max have a little bit of banter. Bobby shows up. How are you doing, Agent Kyle? How are you doing, Agent Bobby? Agent Max, you okay? Yes, I am, Agent Kyle. Are you okay? And then it's like, okay, like, how's this situation going to go down? So Victoria actually requests for the VP and second lady to come up to the residency. She gets a bit snarky with Alan about, grief and whatnot and, this and that. But regardless, and also not to be, not to walk away and dismiss yourself until you're told dismiss. Well, whatever. So he goes down there to, let him know to come up. In the meantime, Hunter comes up and he's pissy at everybody. Pissy at Richard about getting him a drink. Then he's, going on to Donald and Victoria about their schemes. And Max, Kyle, Bobby, and the VP and second lady come up. Again, another war of words. I mean, it was a pretty good scene, but these characters, you kind of know what their dialogue is. Victoria snarks at Kyle being gay, then of course Hunter's like, Max, you look like shit. And, it's just a rotating table there. So Bobby sent to the kitchen, Max and Kyle, bottom of the stairs. You got the two married couples and Donald right in the middle. And he's there to basically, quote unquote, apologize. And, at first, Simone and Victoria actually polite / cordial. Hunter wants to cut the bull crap, get right to the point. Eli admits that he was wrong, and there's a 3-point plan to, sort this thing out. First thing is to take control of what the media is saying about the situation. Richard comes with the drink. Hunter just, slurps it down, wants another one, and Richard asks if anybody else wants anything, and Hunter just barks him to get more. Victoria's like, would you stop being an ass? So that's pretty much it. Oh shit, that was the episode. Yeah, that was the episode. Fat? Okay, a short review, but a very good episode. Can't wait to see what's going to happen next week. I definitely going to have some theory videos to do based off this episode in itself. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like and subscribe. Follow me on social media. Links are in the description. And I'll catch you in the next one.